Welcome to Mrs. Rushton's latest edition of Math Help videos. Today we're going to be talking about how to solve using partial quotients. So if you remember how we did partial products, we talked to the kids about the fact that the word partial simply means that I have part of, and the word quotient means that I am looking for the answer to a division problem. So in this method of partial quotients, we are using the same kind of information that we had for partial products, except now we're going to apply it to division. So when I look at this number, 284 divided by 4, I'm looking at how can I decompose or break up the number 284. We're going to use part of that to figure out how to find the answer. So we need to look at the number 4, and I've told the kids today, what can I multiply 4 times to get really close to the number 284? Now, some of the kids were like, well, Miss Rushton, I can't do that, that's too much. So I said, yes, you can. What can I multiply 4 by to get really close to 28? That doesn't seem quite so hard. So kids were like, okay, 4 times 6 is 24, and I know that's really close to 28. 4 times 60 is going to get me close to 284. 4 times 60 is 240. I'm going to write that there. Now I need to subtract. 4 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. And I'm left with 44. So I need to do the same thing. 4 times what is going to give me 44? Now here's some choices. I know that 4 times 11 is 44. Subtract, I have 0. But I have some kids that struggled a little bit with that. And so another way to think of it is 4 times 10 gives me 40. And subtract, 4 is left over. Oh, well, 4 times 1 gives me 4. Subtract, now I'm down to my 0. And I can still come up with the same answer. Here, I now have what's called the partial quotient. I have part of my answer. If I add up all these parts, 60 plus 10 plus 1, I get 71. I can check my answer by saying, okay, 71 times 4 is 284, and that does match. So let's try it with 465 divided by 3. I have to think, okay, 3 times what's going to get me close to 465? Kids struggled today because they thought, okay, Miss Rushton, 3 times 10, that's 30. 3 times 11, that's 30. I'm trying to get close, and I'm not sure. And I said, okay, well, think about this. What if we started with 3 times 100? That's 300. If I subtract now, I get 165. Now I have to think, okay, 3 times what is going to get me close to that 16? Well, I know that 3 times 5, so let's try 3 times 50. That's 150. I subtract it out, now I'm down to 15. Right? 3 times 5 is 15. Oh, now I'm at 0. And I have these partial quotients. Here's part of my answer. If I add that all up, 100 plus 50 plus 5 is 155. And if I check my answer, 155 times 3, 15, 465, I get the same answer. So those are partial quotients. There's also some Learn Zillion videos out there that you can watch, but what I just showed you is exactly what the kids were taught today as well. If you're still struggling, let me know, and I'll do my best to help you.